All right, so how do you do your photography mini sessions? You've heard about them. Some people say they're great, some people say they're not. In this video, I want to go over everything you need to know to do a great photography mini session. What's in my gear kit, how I schedule them, how I stack up my hours so that I'm super profitable, what my clients are getting, and then a couple of mistakes that I've made along the way that hopefully you don't have to make because you're going to do it the right way the first time. All right. So I want to say all this from a place of truth, which is that I have never had a second income supporting me. This was important to me a long time ago when I was first learning about photography. I felt like some people giving me advice had a giant savings account and maybe like a husband paying their bills. But that's never been me. I've always had to support myself from my photography efforts. And even now, I'm a single mom. So this is my sole source of income. I don't have some sort of like magic carpet ride going on behind the scenes where I don't have to make money right away from what I'm doing. Okay, so given that, how do we do these things called photography mini sessions and why do we want to do them? Let me tell you a little bit about the math first off, because when I discovered them, a lot of people, and this was a while ago because I've been doing this for 15 years, but people were like kind of negative about them. And I thought, oh, okay, well, let me trust the experts. Mini sessions must not be good. All right, here's the math. If you are charging correctly, if you're structured correctly, you should be making between or upwards of $300, $400, $500 per client, if not $800 to $1,000 per client. When you are shooting 2 or 3 or 4 clients per hour, it gets really good, doesn't it? Right? So let's take some of the low end of those numbers. $500 per client, 4 clients per hour, you're at $2,000 an hour. In anybody's book, that is pretty good money. Okay. And if you're a mom like I am, and I'm a single mom, so those hours are like childcare hours. Those hours are hours that I am away from my baby. So I want them to be good. I want them to be making money. All right, so that's why we do them. That's why mini sessions are an attractive way for photographers to make money, even like a full time income in a handful of days per year. And then they're attractive to our clients because usually they're spending a lot less with us than they would be spending if they were doing a full session and they had all of our time for an hour or an hour and a half. Okay, so that's why we're doing them because the money is good, right? How do we do them? Number one, okay, what is in my kit when I go out there in the field? When I go do my mini sessions, and again, this is just my style. This is different than other people do it. I am all natural light, and I am one lens and one camera body because I tend to stay out for like 4 or 5 hours, and I need my gear to be light enough to sort of manage for all of those hours. Now, I do know some photographers that carry light with them. I just can't do it because it just gets too heavy and too cumbersome, and I need to be able to move around for all that time. All right, so that's what I pack. I often have an assistant with me who keeps my list and keeps me on time, especially for smaller mini sessions like Santa, which are 5 minutes. I need a time caller to tell me the next session has come up. Okay, so that's what I'm carrying with me during the day: light gear and an assistant. How do I schedule these mini sessions? So I let my clients pick their own time online through Calendly. There are also some great other platforms like Shootproof has one. There's one called Session. There's a million ways to book your clients online. I like mine to be able to pick their own time because I find that they actually buy faster if they can click the link versus having to call me. And I usually do anywhere from 2 to 4 sessions per hour. And that depends, the length of time depends on the location and how confident I am that I can get a wide variety of images from that location in that amount of time. Okay, so that's how I stack them up. And I like to have at least $1,000 per hour, if not $2,000 per hour, because that's where I feel like it is worth it to shoot mini sessions. All right, what do my clients get? Here's the way I feel about it. I think that when our clients receive their gallery, the gallery should really feel like a full session. There shouldn't be anything that feels mini about it. We want to really over deliver. And for that time that they spent with us, we just want them to feel like, oh, there's nothing missing. So, in the time that we have, I cover every single last thing there could be to cover: full family groupings, solo shots, motion, emotion, different backgrounds, sitting, standing, anything that I can possibly think of that will give me that variety and that mix. I do it in the mini session. Now, if you need more help, I do have a course, my mini session blueprint. It's only $47, which I think is a steal considering what your hourly will be on your mini sessions. But it's all in there, from marketing to booking to how to pose them during the session, what to deliver in the gallery, all that. Okay, so that's what I deliver. And then I wanted to go over a couple of mistakes that I've made through the years, just so that you are very aware of them and you don't do them. Number one, please do not give away all the digitals with your booking fee. Whatever you, wherever that all digitals price is, or if you give them with the booking fee, you're just done. They're not going to buy anything else from you. That's where you've capped your hour. Okay. So I would discourage you from doing that. Do give them something, give them a couple of digitals, but don't give them all the digitals. And then the second way that I don't want you to make the same mistakes as me is that I don't want you to book too short of sessions to begin with. I want you to get your confidence going, get some practice in. If you've practiced on 3 to 5 families and you feel great about a 15-minute session, go ahead and do that. That's great. But I don't want you to feel too rushed to begin with. So definitely get your practice in. And then the third mistake you might run into is actually giving yourself too much time. So here's the little secret: the less your feet move, the longer time can feel. So again, back to the Santa sessions, I book mine for 5 minutes. And because I am standing in one spot and Santa and the trees are, the whole decoration setup is right in front of me, 5 minutes actually feels like a long time. Like you really have to work to get in that variety for 5 minutes. So if you are doing a session where you're not going to move too much, or you're really just kind of in the same room in the same spot, don't book too much time. 20 minutes could feel like way too long if you're just going to stand right there. All right, and that's it. If you need more help on your mini sessions, I do have a mini session blueprint course. $47 is amazing for what you're going to earn in a mini session hour. It's linked below. It'll walk you through the whole arc. Good luck, and let me know how your mini sessions go this season.